UV filter. A UV filter is a clear piece of glass that screws onto the front of a camera lens. It was originally designed to block ultraviolet light, which could cause haze and reduced clarity in film photography. Modern digital sensors are far less sensitive to ultraviolet light, so the filter's original purpose is rarely needed today. However, many photographers still use UV filters as a protective layer for the lens, while having almost no visible effect on the image. Polarizing filter and circular polarizing filter. A polarizing filter reduces reflections and glare from non-metallic surfaces, such as water, glass, and wet leaves. Inside the filter is a special material that only allows light waves traveling in certain directions to pass through. By rotating the filter while looking through the camera, the photographer can control how much reflected light is removed. The most common version used today is the circular polarizer, often called a CPL filter. It is designed specifically for modern cameras with autofocus and metering systems. As the filter is rotated, reflections fade, skies deepen in color, and contrast becomes more pronounced, which is why polarizing filters are widely used in landscape and outdoor photography. Neutral density filter. A neutral density filter, often called an ND filter, reduces the amount of light entering the lens without changing the color of the scene. It works like sunglasses for the camera, allowing photographers and filmmakers to use slower shutter speeds or wider apertures in bright conditions. This can create motion blur in flowing water, smooth out moving clouds, or maintain a cinematic shutter speed when filming video outdoors. ND filters come in different strengths, measured in stops of light reduction, giving the user precise control over exposure. Graduated neutral density filter. A graduated neutral density filter darkens only part of the frame while leaving the rest clear. The transition between the dark and transparent areas is gradual, allowing photographers to balance scenes where the sky is much brighter than the land. By positioning the darker half over the sky, the camera can capture detail in both bright and shadowed areas within a single exposure. This type of filter became particularly important in landscape photography before modern cameras developed strong dynamic range. Today, however, many photographers rely on modern editing techniques, such as exposure blending or HDR processing, to achieve a similar result after the photo is taken. Variable ND filter. A variable ND filter provides adjustable light reduction in a single filter. It's built using two polarizing elements that rotate against each other, allowing the photographer to increase or decrease the density simply by turning the outer ring. This makes it very useful for video production, where maintaining a consistent shutter speed is important for natural motion. Instead of changing filters as lighting conditions shift, the user can quickly dial in the desired level of light reduction. Color correction filter. Color correction filters are designed to adjust the color temperature of light before it reaches the camera sensor. They were widely used in film photography and cinematography because film stocks were often balanced for specific lighting conditions, such as daylight or tungsten. When the lighting did not match the film's balance, color shifts would appear in the image. By placing a color correction filter on the lens, photographers could neutralize these shifts and produce more natural colors directly in camera. Infrared filter. An infrared filter blocks visible light and allows only infrared wavelengths to pass through to the camera sensor. When used with cameras capable of capturing infrared light, it produces unusual and striking images where foliage appears bright and glowing, while skies become dramatically dark. The effect occurs because plants strongly reflect infrared radiation. Infrared photography has been explored for decades in both artistic and scientific fields, revealing details in landscapes that are invisible to the human eye. Close-up filter. A close-up filter acts like a magnifying glass attached to the front of a lens. It allows the camera to focus much closer than it normally could, making small subjects fill more of the frame. These filters are often used for simple macro photography, such as capturing details of flowers, insects, or textures. While dedicated macro lenses provide higher optical quality, close-up filters offer an inexpensive and portable way to experiment with close focusing. Diffusion filter. A diffusion filter softens the appearance of an image by gently scattering light as it passes through the glass. This reduces harsh contrast, slightly lowers sharpness, and causes bright highlights to glow subtly. Cinematographers often use diffusion filters to create a more cinematic or atmospheric look, particularly for portraits or dramatic lighting. The technique has a long history in filmmaking, where it helped give actors a smoother and more flattering appearance on screen. Star filter. A star filter creates visible star-shaped streaks that radiate from bright points of light. This effect is produced by fine etched lines or patterns embedded in the filter's surface, which diffract incoming light into multiple rays. When photographing streetlights, reflections, or other bright highlights, the filter transforms them into stylized starbursts. The number of streaks depends on the design of the filter, with common versions producing 4, 6, or 8 rays.